Hello, beautiful people. It's your girl, Angela Roche, and I'm back with another review of Chasing Atlanta Season 6, Episode 2. And I'm going to give you all of my favorite edits from the show. There were a lot of things that happened in this episode, but honestly, on the editing side, it was pretty chill. But I will say I appreciated that we gave us a story and we got things along moving quickly. So we're going to get into it, and I'm just going to list off some of my favorite edits from the show. Now, we did start off back with the fight between Kendra and Dominique, but I have to say, again, it gives it to Rico in these confessionals. Baby, whoever edited this situation, you gave him this whole earthquake situation, and I was living for it. You know, when you have somebody who will go all out and be all extra in their green screens, you get to have a lot of fun with the editing. So shout out to Rico for giving them a lot of content to edit like that. I appreciated that because it was fun. It was nice to see that because, again, this episode was a little heavy. You know, we got into a lot of personal things, so it was nice to have these fun moments in between. After that, we got into a discussion that, honestly, a lot of times doesn't get to be had in this way. And I'm not trying to review too much into the season, but I was really, really appreciative that we got to have a conversation about what's happening with trans women with more than one or maybe two trans women on the cast. We had like four girls there. We had Willa, Tony, Kendra, Seven, and then you have Tonka, who identifies as a woman but is not trans. So people of different trans experiences, but it was nice for the trans women to be able to sit there and talk about their experiences and the things that they're going through. So it's nice to get that edit, to get those stories and to hear them all speak. Was really, really nice. Then we move on to the conversation between Willa and Drew. What I really appreciated for this episode, and I think this scene specifically really shows it, is when you do this thing with the camera where you get this close to the person. We can see all their facial features and whatever's going, all of that, the emotion clean in their eye. It's something about having that shot when two people who are really, really close are talking that really just kind of drives home the idea that this is not a lightweight conversation. This is probably almost not a conversation that was really meant for the cameras, but we're going to do it anyway. And by being able to get that close to them, we all got to really feel what Willa was going through in that moment. So shout out to whoever shot that for being able to get that close, because some people get all uncomfortable filming that close, but you know what? It really, really, really pulls off a good moment, and we appreciate that. I also liked seeing my girl D. Rashawn get some love in this situation. I won't say we were like super close friends, but I have met and dealt with her. Well, not met in person, met online. Even though she is my Michigan sister, so shout out to my girl D. Rashawn. If you don't understand what support is, let me tell you, that lady knew how to do support and love all over the world. So it was nice to see D as well as Kendra's sister have that in memory of, for both of them passing, so both of them rest in power. And again, we're really glad to see these personal moments in the episode. So then we move on, and next we get to my best walk-up of the episode. We didn't get too many like good walk-ups this episode, you know, chasing good for their good walk-ups, honey. But this one was a little light. I will have to say, Anthony, you had my favorite walk-up. It was cute. It was smooth. You look good. So, you know, I'm pretty sure you could do a lot of stuff that's going to look good. I ain't even mad about that one. You know, it is what it is. But also in this scene, we get an edit that I know was fun to do. When I tell you, I know when Andario sat behind that computer and did this edit of Anthony talking to Dominique, and he slowed his mouth down when he mentioned Wayne the Pain. Oh yes, that was hilarious. It was nice though. I really appreciated having that because, again, a lot of these conversations were a little heavy. You know, a little heavy, a little personal, a little intense. So it's nice to have these moments to kind of break that up so that the episode wasn't just like conflict, resolution. We got some fun in there too. But that was a funny moment. So from there we end up going to Tonka's Garcon practice. Tonka did mention in the episode that he has dabbled in, or sorry, not he. Let me back myself. Whoop. Let me get my together. Tonka mentioned that she has done some drags realness. So normally I do full drag. Y'all know I'm good to do a full drag beat, but I said, you know what? I'm gonna try drags realness makeup today. So this is what we gave. I decided if I wanted to walk drags realness, I know I couldn't really walk with these in, but I ain't going on camera without these. These are mine. But I would hope that the face would at least let me get through drags realness. Let me get my tens, girl. Hopefully, maybe one day I'm gonna get my ass into a ball. One day. But yes, I wanted to give a little drags realness because Tonka said she used to do drags realness, and I've dibbled and dabbled even back in the Dallas, chasing Dallas with Miss Kiki, house mother. So here we go on my journeys, y'all. You know, let me know if this will give me my tens for drags realness in the comments. Let me know. But while we're in this situation, we get to this part where Rico has to let us know that Kendra's not coming back. Now, I want to know who on production did not stop Rico and make him redo this line, because this over dramatized situation where it sounds like Kendra then passed on and stuff was too much. But y'all left it in, and y'all let people drag him forward in the confessional, so I was here for it. And that was funny. Now, again, this was another heavy moment that luckily we got broken up by a good funny moment. I'm not going to hold you when Tonka popped Oliver in the head with that fan and we got the coin. That took me out. I'm not even going to hold you. It really, really did. So that was good. Again, these moments where we get to just break it up, I really appreciate them, and they were really, really good. So the next good edit production situation, well, actually this one was not about the producers of the show. No. This was a self-produced moment by cast members. We were born, Jatwan specifically. Baby, when you look at somebody in the middle of somebody else talking and you go, that looks like cue, go, action. Now, let me be clear, friend. 7 caught it. The cameras caught it, which means we all got to see it. Y'all gotta learn how to give a cue that's not so telling. There needs to be a word or a conversation piece. There needs to be a movement of body that does not seem so out of place. But one that you strategically do. You see, for me, usually I tell people, if I'm going to go into a situation where we would need a signal. So I'm real good for crossing my arms like this, right? But not so much when I'm in drag because my shit gets caught up on my rings. But I tell people all the time, if you see me stand like this, it's time to go home. If my hands are on my hips, I'm good to go. But the moment my hands cross, it's time to go home. I'm ready to go. We ain't got to say nothing else. That is the hand signal for it's time. That way we're not doing nothing too much. I could literally walk up to the conversation and stand like that, and you know what's tea. So if we're going to self-produce, we need to do so in a way that even if the cameras catch it, it doesn't look like we're trying, because the cameras caught it, we caught it, like I said, 7 caught it, and she drags you for it. And, you know, when you're going to self-produce in the middle of a production, so somebody's going to win. You can't have 2 head chefs. You can't. So in this situation, unfortunately, we were born. Chasing Atlanta or Chasing Reality definitely won this round because you tried to self-produce and they produced right on that ass. And it was funny to watch. You know, it was a good moment. Also, Berlin, I understand when you want to be referential, but it needs to flow like it makes sense. When you make references about, hi, I've been reaching you regarding your vehicle's extended warranty. Like, you literally said that, and I caught it instantly. Then you kept quoting Lauren England, talking about, you've been acting funny. Girl, yes, that's what she said in the song. She said, you've been acting funny. And I don't know if you thought Dario was going to play the song in the background because you said it like 3 times in a row. I don't know, but whew, you got to like let it ease on in. You know, sometimes you got to be like Dorothy and the little Wizard of Oz, honey. Well, actually, no, you got to be like the Wiz, honey. You got to ease on down the road. You see, you can't just force it. You got to ease it on down. Because you was forcing them references, and let me tell you, they did not hit the way you wanted it to. So that whole self-production situation, for all of you out there watching, wanting to be a part of television, please know that if you self-produce this hard, the show has no option but to show you self-producing, because this is now the reality that you're giving them. So if you're gonna self-produce, learn to do so quietly, or don't do it, because you end up looking like this, and then we're dragging you for creating a storyline. And that's unfortunate. Outside of that, that was really like all the really big good edit moments. In general, I think the music choices to set the mood for all of the scenes was everything. This episode was really a lot more of conversations, conflict, and resolution, and kind of getting to the end of things. And so it was nice to see story progress. So from a production standpoint, in terms of editing, fantastic job moving the story. A lot of the problems that we saw aren't progressing and progressing for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. This is not a Jayla, where are you situation a la Chasing LA season 2, and we love that. We love that we're not having one exact same problem every damn episode. So shout out to being able to tell a story in a concise way, because I know it's probably 100 hours worth of footage that went into this 1 hour episode. So shout out to Chasing Reality and everybody working on it. And shout out to you who watched this video. I appreciate you, and just know that I love you. Now get down in the comment section. Let me know what your favorite edit or favorite moment from this episode was. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.